Okay. Good morning, YouTube.
Good morning. Good morning.
Do you want me to listen to yourself? Sometimes. Who? Serious? Oh, that's cute. Sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about either, so we're on the same page. Okay, here we go. Today's topic of discussion is elimination. Elimination. By adding or subtracting day 1. This lesson is typically easier. Well, fingers crossed. Okay? This lesson used to be taught in 1 day. It's going to be spread out in, I think, 3 days. So, hopefully you'll get this. It should be easier than substitution. Some of y'all might prefer this over substitution. Okay? Elimination. Now, obviously, what does the word eliminate mean? Yeah, you're getting rid of stuff. By adding or subtracting. Well, what kind of numbers are you adding or subtracting? Either positive numbers or negative numbers, right? Integers. So exactly how it sounds, eliminate means to cancel out by adding or subtracting. How do we cancel out? Well, what do we have to do with the numbers when we subtract or add? How do they have to line up? Okay. But they have to line up and down beautifully, right? Just like decimals when you're adding or subtracting. So make sure you line up the variables. And review the term standard form. Standard form, anybody? Standard form, any guesses? Starts with an A. Close. A, x plus by equals c. Standard form. Ax plus by equals c. C is your constant number. C is your constant number. C is constant, meaning it's just a number with no power, no letter, no variable next to it. Now, let me show you this one. I think it will make sense in your head. 3x minus 5y equals negative 16. 2x plus 5y equals 31. Look at that problem in C. Why would substitution be harder? Think. Why is substitution more difficult? Patricia.
Because it doesn't have a variable.
Right, there's not really a single variable by itself. So then if you solve for x or y, what's going to happen? You get decimals or you get a F word? Fraction. So sometimes elimination is easier because all you have to do is subtract. I mean, you're just adding 3x plus 2x. You add down 5x. What happens right here? Those cancel out. 5 minus 5 is 0. All you have left is 5x equals 31 minus 16, or 31 minus 16. It's 15. One more step. Divide by 5. X is 3. Right. Same thing how we did substitution. How do we get y? We put it back in either this equation or this equation. So to get y here, we substitute in the x equals, or y equals, back into the original equation. Doesn't matter which line or which equation. It doesn't matter because x is 3 for both equations, right? So we can put x here or here. Does not matter. Well, which equation would you like to do? First one? Second one? Because it's positive, so you can make your choices. Doesn't matter. So if I substitute back in this x right here, 2 times 3 plus 5y equals 31. 2 times 3 plus 5y equals 31. 2 more steps. 5y equals 25. Divide by 5. Y is, bless you. So where's my intersection? 3, 5. This is another way to solve these problems. Once we get really good at this, I'm going to show you how you can check your answers in the calculator. Your calculator actually can do this problem, but there's a secret way to do it that I don't show people until the end. And you'd be like, oh, you'll ace math forever. Yes?
How do we know when to
How do we know when to add and subtract? Usually you're just adding negatives and positives. So usually you add, right? So when you subtract, it's going to be kind of obvious with the minus signs. If you have 2 negatives, for example. But I'll show you in just a second. Questions on how we got 3, 5? Man, you guys are so much fun this morning. Okay. Try this one. Sorry. Negative 4x plus 3y equals negative 3. 4x minus 5y equals 5. Make your own choices. You can substitute. It'll take a lot longer because you have fractions. But eliminate. That used to be a TV show on TV. Eliminate. You can subtract or add. Share your answers with your neighbors. Keep these notes, please. You'll use it again in high school. Get your thesis done. If you ever want me to edit anything, you bring it by, I can edit for you. Okay. First step. Isaac. Subtract. So basically, I'm just adding. So if you think about it, you're just kind of combining like terms, right? You're just combining like terms. That's another way to think about it. 4 minus 4 is 0. 3 minus 5, negative 2 or negative 2y. Negative 3 plus 5, positive 2. Last step. Be careful. It's negative 1 when you divide those two numbers. To get the x value, you substitute it back in. Doesn't matter which equation. Because this y works for here and here. Which equation is better? There's not a big difference. So let's pick one. First or second equation? Second, okay, whatever you want to do. So we have 4x minus 5 times negative 1 equals 5. 4x plus 5 equals 5. Subtract the difference. Oops. Take away 5. Divide by 4. X is 0. Where does it intersect? 0, negative 1. Sometimes doing this is easier than solving for y and then putting it in the calculator and blah, 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 blah. Okay? But I will show you a way to do this. It's really easy to do. No, they'll be very impressed that you actually know how to use a calculator. No, I'm not kidding. They'll be very impressed. Because the calculator skill things that I know, some teachers may not be familiar with. That you'll have a little edge. Okay? Well, some of them might have a cow about it, but that's okay. Cow or not cow, that's okay. Out of order. No, the problem is not broken. Or is it? $4x, nope. 4y plus 3x equals 22. 3x minus 4y equals 14. How would a student mess this problem up? Right, they'll they'll ignore the letters, right? And they'll just like go, oh, that's oh, no solution. If you look really closely, these variables are out of order. I would like for the make sure it's alpha order. It's easier to fix. This is how your brain thinks. So we need to fix this problem so where it is alpha order. In this case, we would switch the order, leave the 22 by itself. Do we need to change the second equation? Nope, just bring it down. Are we allowed to eliminate? Yeah, I can eliminate and get rid of those y's. I can eliminate those, and I add these together. I combine like terms. 6x equals 36. Divide one step. X equals 6. How do I find the value for y? I substitute it in. Doesn't matter which equation. It does not matter. You make your own choices. First one, okay. If you want to do the first one, 4. Sorry, not 4. Well, it could be 4. 3 times 6 plus 4y equals 22. 18 plus 4y equals 22. Subtract 18. 4y equals 4. Divide by 4. Y is 1. It's just a big puzzle. Just wait until tomorrow. Questions? Now, you notice we've only added. So the next one we're going to do is we're going to subtract. Okay, please listen up because this is a little tricky. This is a little tricky, okay? We're almost done. Making notes here. Why is subtraction harder? Well, what signs do you mess with? Negative signs. Okay, students have a problem with negative signs. So here the goal is to distribute a negative 1. Distribute a negative 1. What does he mean? Well, this is what I mean. In this case, 5x plus 2y equals 6. 9x plus 2y equals 22. If I add that, I get 14x plus 4y equals 28. But I haven't eliminated anything yet. So, but how do I get rid of one of the variables? Well, here the numbers, the coefficients are not the same, right? But you notice the coefficient here is the same? So to eliminate one, distributes a negative 1. Which one do I distribute to? It doesn't matter. Which one would you like to go? First one? Second one? First one? It doesn't matter. So put a negative 1 there. Because what I'm doing here is I'm changing the value so I can subtract. This is much hard. This is advanced algebra. Like I talked to you the other day about it. This becomes negative 5x minus 2y equals negative 6, correct? Yeah. Do I need to distribute the negative to the second equation? No. Because the goal is to eliminate the y. So I bring the second equation down. Second equation comes down. If you're eliminating, guess what? Now I can eliminate the y's. Because those will cancel out. Questions about that so far? Any questions? So what do they have to be the same to distribute? What numbers? The coefficient must be the same, right? The coefficient is a number located where? Before the equal sign. No, before the sign, right? Before the letter. So 5x is 4x. 22 minus 6. 16 divided by 4, x is 4. To find the y value, Again, it doesn't matter where you substitute in 4. Which one's a better one? Probably the second one, right? Because you don't have to deal with the negatives. 9 times 4 plus 2y equals 22. 9 times 4, 36 plus 2y equals 22. Subtract 36 on both sides of the sign. 2y equals negative 14. Divide by 2. Y is negative 7. 4, negative 7. Yes? Because you have to change the whole... Okay, let me go back here. So you're asking why can't you subtract here? Well, I see a positive 5 and a positive 9, positive 2 and a positive 2. I don't see any minus signs here. So the reason why I pick a number negative 1 to distribute is because I want to change the value of the entire problem. So that this allows me to subtract, make this 2 a negative 2 to cancel out later. So in this one, you have to be like 3 steps ahead before you even start the problem. Yes? On your homework? No. You have to know it. So if the coefficients are the same, 2 and 2, you want to distribute a negative 1 to get rid of one of the numbers. Yes? The whole thing. Yes. The whole thing. Well, you would not have gotten an answer because you would have gotten 14x plus 4y plus equals 28. Well, then what do you do next? Then you're stuck. That's a good question. Yes?
Should we have subtracted on the first one we did?
Which one? The very first one?
Yeah.
The very first?
Oh, no, the one with negative one.
Yeah, that cancels out. Okay, last one and we're done. Try this one. Negative 4x plus 2y equals 6. Negative 4x plus y equals 8. Elimination. I have algebra 2nd and 6th period. If you need to come in again through the lesson. Tutoring is today, tomorrow, and Thursday. What would happen if a student forgets to distribute? What would you get?
The wrong answer.
What would be the wrong answer? They would get negative 8x plus 3y equals 14. Well, then you're wondering, well, then what do I do next? You haven't eliminated anything yet. You still have 2 variables. The whole point of substitution and elimination is to get one away. So you're able to solve for one and then substitute it back in. So in this case, what do I want to distribute? A negative 1 to which equation? First one? Okay. Only one equation. So then when you do that, you get 4x equals negative 6. We do not change the second equation because if we do, we haven't done anything yet. We just made it the other number. So we bring down the unchanged equation because can I now combine like terms and get 0? How about this one? This one cancels out. What's negative 2 plus 1? Negative 1. Negative 6 plus 8 or 8 plus 6 or 8 minus 6? That is still wrong. Divided by negative 1, y is negative 2. So eliminate by a negative helps you eliminate the single variable there. To find the x value, 4 times 4x, which equation? First one here, minus 2 times negative 2 equals negative 6, right? 4x plus 4, positive 4, and then I subtract 4, to get negative 10. I have a fraction, which is okay. Divide by 4. Reduce that fraction, please. Negative 5 over 2. Excellent. Negative 5 halves, negative 2. Advanced algebra. Questions? All right, homework tonight. Okay. Homework tonight, let's go. Number 2, 5, 6, 9, 10, 13, 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 18, 19, and 20. Okay. 10 problems. 10 problems elimination on addition subtraction. This should take you no more than 30 minutes, if that much. Watch the video if you need to review. Email me if you have a question. Anything else before we go?
No.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.